hasn't changed, but you're 3 days in as a defensive coordinator. How's it been?
It's been good. It's been encouraging. You know that we got a little bit of a generation gap between the ones and twos, but that's usually how it is everywhere in the spring. We got to continue to develop the twos and really just build depth. You know, I feel really, really good about our ones right now, and you know, them knowing the scheme is a huge advantage going into year two. They're not learning new terminology. We're doing exactly the same stuff, and we'll continue to evolve, but it's been a really good start.
You know, speed has always been an attribute of the defense, but finishing with that Oklahoma drill and coach preaching toughness, how important is that to get
That's
that
just
toughness
as
in the
important.
spring?
That's just as important. That's where you really find out, probably more so than even the fall, who's really going to hit and who's not. You know, we build our defense on speed and aggression. If you can run fast and hit hard, we'll find a spot for you. So it's just as important as speed.
At linebacker, you got a lot of new faces. Is that something you're concerned about this spring, or are you glad you got a spring with these new faces?
Oh, it's been fun. It's been fun. You know, Brandon Durman obviously graduating early from Tyler Lee and coming in, and he's really picking up the defense rather quickly. Spun Mike Mims down there from safety, so he's done a phenomenal job. And then all these new faces is just more and more reps for him. So I look at it as an advantage. You know, and really with Nick Thomason out for the spring, it's really giving these other guys more of an opportunity to learn the defense and play within the scheme, and reps are invaluable this time of year, so it's been a blessing.
Is Mims moving down? Is that just an experiment?
Yeah, I guess. If it goes good, we'll leave him there, you know, but no, he's such a great kid on and off the field. He's smart, he works hard, and he can run and he'll hit, and like I said, if you do those things, we'll find a spot for you. And so right now we're gonna keep him there, and really it adds to his value as far as position flexibility. If need be, he can go back to safety and be just fine. And at Sam, he's done a phenomenal job for us. So right now we're gonna leave him there.
What position group would you say is the most to improve on this spring?
I'd say linebackers with a couple of the starters last year being out this spring. You know, we're just really, really young. When you look at Q Moore, Brandon Durman, Russell Ferris played a little bit in the backup role for us last year. Solomon Hunter redshirted. So it's guys that are really, really learning the scheme for the first time. You know, obviously when you redshirt, you get a little bit of work in the fall camp, but then after that you're going to scout team, and really you just benefit in the weight room and getting acclimated to college when you redshirt. So this is really their first time learning the scheme. So I would say, as far as right now, I would say linebacker is the one point of interest for us.
Different coach, same scheme. Have you seen much of a difference with anyone overall on defense through these first 3 days?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, and especially when the senior light bulb comes on, you look at guys like Vontarius Dora, Vernon Butler, and Darius Barnes, and Kentrell Bryce. Those four have looked phenomenal, and they're asking everything we want of them and more. They're showing some leadership, maybe more so than they had last year, but those four are going to be really, really dynamic for us. I've been really encouraged for what we've seen so far.
Have you had any, I hate to call it disciplinary, but some motivation issues with you being a new guy on the block at the D coordinator, or did it help being around last year and they know how intense you are?
Yeah, they know I'm a little spunky, so there's not been a drop-off, and they know what our standard is. And we're not going to, as a coaching staff, with Coach Scott and Coach Petrie being new, we let them know early what the standard was here, and Coach Bradford obviously being around, but that's our job to keep the standard there, and there has not been a drop-off whatsoever. And like I said, those four guys I just mentioned, along with the Bo Feets. Bo Feets, another guy I should have mentioned in that last little part. Bo Feets been phenomenal, but those guys with their leadership, with what they're doing, we have a great nucleus coming back with the ones. Xavier Woods, Bryson Abraham played a lot for us, so the standard's been set, and those seniors aren't going to let the younger guys fall off. We really want to be a player-driven team. You know, we'd like for them to lead it, and not me be a little hoarse here at the end of practice so much, but it's been really, really exciting, I would say, to see their motivation level coming into the spring.